Hiya guys, Mr. Mackey here. Now yesterday we went to week 2 of Shapes Week and I introduced you to parallelograms and rhombuses and I taught you the trick on how to find the areas for both of them. Now with that I set you the challenge to find out which area out of these two shapes is the biggest. So let's find out the area of shape A. Now we have a base of 16 and a height of 4. Remember 5 is the diagonal. The actual height of the shape is 4 meters. So you do 16 multiplied by 4 and we get an area of 64 meters squared. Now to find the area of B. We have a height of 6 and a base of 11. So multiply them and we get an area of 66 meters squared. So the actual shape that has the biggest area is B. Now today we're going to be moving on from parallelograms and rhombuses and we're going to be finding the areas of trapeziums. This is an example of a trapezium. Now before we do anything I want to prove to you that the formula to how you find the area of a trapezium works. And for this you need to know 3 simple things. We're going to call the top side, the top part of this trapezium, A. The bottom part of this trapezium, B. And we have our height, which we're going to call H. Now, what we're going to do first, with my brown pen, is I'm going to draw another trapezium, identical to this one, but upside down. Like so. Now, when I've done that, I've still got our H. I've still got our B, except it's up here. And we've got our A, but it's down there. Now, can you tell me what shape I have now made when I've done that? I've made a parallelogram. Do you remember from yesterday? So how do we find the area of a parallelogram? You do the base times the height. What is the base of this parallelogram? Well, it's A plus B. So I'm going to put in brackets here A plus B. Then what do? You multiply the height, which we also have. We have our H. So I'm going to multiply it by H. But there's one problem. We're not working out the area of the parallelogram. We're working out the area of this trapezium. It's just so happened that when we put 2 trapeziums in there, we formed a parallelogram. So what do we have to do? You halve this answer. So we do A plus B, all multiplied by H, divided by 2. And that's what you have to do to find the area of a parallelogram. You add these 2 sides together, multiply that by H, by the height, and then divide that all by 2. Let's try this idea out. So I have a trapezium here, with a base of 10, a top level of 7, and a height of 6 meters. How do I find the area? Well, the first thing we have to do is we add our top and our bottom together. So we do 7, add 10, which gets us 17. The next thing we do is we multiply that 17 by our height, which is 6. Now for this, I'm going to use my calculator, just because it's quite complicated and it's better to be sure. If you have a calculator, might as well. And that will get us, overall, 102 meters squared. But we still need to halve it. So our overall area is 51 meters squared. And that's how you find the area of a trapezium. Now trapeziums can appear in many different ways. This is a good other example of a trapezium. Now when you find the area of a trapezium, there's 2 ways you can do it. The first is the method I showed you. The second is by doing a compound shape, because when you do this, you can see a rectangle and a triangle is made. Now, I'm going to use my method again to find the area, but try at home. See if you use the compound shape idea. See if you get the same answer. So let's do it. We do our 12 and our 4, so we do 4 plus 12 gets you 16. Then what do? We multiply it by the height, so multiply that by 6, which gets you 96 meters squared. Then what do? You divide that answer by 2, so you get 48 meters squared. And that's how you find the area of a trapezium. Now, once you've got the hang of how to use the formula for finding the area of a trapezium, it's relatively straightforward. So, we're just going to get cracking on with the challenge. I have 2 trapeziums. I have A and I have B. And like yesterday, I want you to find for me which trapezium has the biggest area. Now, there's one thing I want you to try and do. I want you to use the formula that I've given you for one of these trapeziums. And for the other, I want you to use the compound shapes idea. I've done the dotted lines to help you choose which one you want to use. But for one of these trapeziums, find the area using my formula. And for the other trapezium, find the area using compound shapes and the areas of others. You'll still get the same answer, but I want you to try and practice with that as well. Good luck with these. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow to do some more area.